Hello and good morning, everyone. Only Positivity here. I have my coffee with me, ready to kick off podcast number 112 on this playlist that I'm looking to launch called Elevated Thoughts. So before diving into the topic of the day, let's go and start with the level set. So, as I endeavor upon pursuing knowledge and life experience in the next phase of life through fitness, photography, reading, cannabis, many more things, one habit that I've really formed is traveling. So this podcast essentially goes through some of my more recent travels, taking those lessons learned and applying them to experiences in my life. But first, I see this old couple coming back in town here. I'm just like kind of peeping Tom out the motherfucking window here, dude. There's this couple that I talked to. They're like a little bit older, and they just went. We've been talking for a year about their trip to Barcelona. I'm seeing them walking outside again, so gotta go catch up with them on that. But anywho, that's a little bit aside, but. Other than that, been having, again, a great summer. Been outside a whole bunch, clowning around, man. Like, for those of you like that, don't get outside a lot, man. Get outside, dude. Being outside is, I don't know, it's so great. It's so good for you, man. I just feel like a kid again, and we'll talk about that in a minute here. But, just a lot of, dude, summer's flying by, dude. I thought it was going to be I didn't have really much planned for the summer initially, but things are getting put on the books and it's been amazing. So, just knock on wood, we just carry the good vibes through into the fall and, just onward, bro. So, other than that, man, just got some bigger life moves, man. Bought a place, first time ever, with the wifey. So been a really cool experience, man. My boy, Kevin Patel has been, really helping me out. So, if anybody needs a house in the Chicagoland area, dude, holler at your boy. I'll connect you, dude. He's been just amazing so far, dude. So unless there's something I'm not aware of here, dude, I'm just he's made this process so seamless, so easy, and I just kind of have to make sure nothing is waiting on me, So anyway, appreciate you, dog. But so that's one big life update. But anyway, other than that, dude, one of the main things I want to talk about today is my most recent golf trip to Galena, Illinois, dude. So Galena is a gem. It's like South Illinois, more south from the Chicagoland area, which is really far up north in the state of Illinois. So. Anywho, Galena has a lot of rolling hills, a lot of great pastures, a lot of farms, greens, but also, one thing that was really surprising was the food. The food there is fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, we'll go into that in a minute, but that was the biggest surprise for me, honestly. I knew there was gonna be great golf courses there because I was doing the research on it, but I was blown away by the food, and the people there were just really nice to us too. They were a little skeptical because we're like three brown dudes, bearded brown dudes. But once they knew that we were just your typical fuck golf boys, they were just like, all right, come on down, treating us like we were just like part of the squad. So was really, really blessed to be out on that trip, and, can't wait to do more trips like that with the homies. I think we just unlocked something, just going around doing golf trips and shit. So let's fucking get it. I'm just excited, man. We're just already talking about the next one and just can't wait to do it, dude. Just cannot wait to do it. But, other than that, man, so yeah, let's go and just jump right into it. So, me and my two homies, man, two of my bestest friends, man, we were always just a trio from the time we met, back in 2010, 2011, and, flash forward 14, 15 years. It's crazy. One of them has a kid. We all have our own houses now. It's just we've grown, but we still have that boyish charm, boyish way about us, which is awesome. So in a lot of ways we pick up right where we left off, but we're also doing a lot of new things, which is amazing. I love it. So we're trying to figure out what to do for our annual trip, right? So historically we've gone to places. We went to Lake Tahoe. We've gone to I think Arizona. Have we gone to Arizona? Anyway, we've gone to Lake Tahoe. We went to Oregon. Where else did we go, man? We went to New Mexico. So we try to get out and do some some nature, type shit. And then we were reflecting on that too, man. We in 2016 we went on a cruise together, which was just total bullshit. We were drinking for 7 or 8 days straight. Then we went to Santa Monica and Vegas, which is another just stoner trip, dude. But we got out, had some fun. But And then over time we've got into like hiking and now like golfing. And so it's just been, dude, it's been dope, man. So I love how we're progressing and maturing and whatnot. But other than that, so anyhow, so we're trying to decide. And, since my buddy just had a kid, it's hard for him to get away like long distance for a little while. So we're like, hey man, how about we go on a golf trip, just like local, so like Galena, 2.5 hours away. And he's like, yeah, bet, book it up. And I was like, say less, so we booked a little Airbnb. And then we were just like, all we had to do was kind of just prep for the trip. We didn't have to hop on a plane or anything like that. The one obstacle we ran into was like cars. Like we could either like wolf pack it out there, like drive 3 separate cars, or we could kind of rent a car. And that's fine too. Either way, I didn't really mind it one way or another. But but it's always more fun to drive together, right? So anyway, we're trying to decide what to do, and then my buddy ends up getting like a for whatever reason gets a Sprinter van, like a 19-20 passenger van, and he's like, I got it secured. I was like, no doubt, because we not only had to bring our bags, right, we had to bring our golf bags too. So like that was the problem, we can all fit our travel bags in there for sure, but then 3 sets of clubs is going to be tough, right, in a sedan. So the day approaches and we're all giddy as fuck, man. We're just like waiting to get the day off of work, just like trying to wrap everything up. Of course, I get pulled into like a 3:30 meeting, and it's like, all right, dude, on the day I'm leaving, right? This never happens. But anyway, got to do it. Get up, get my workout in, get nutrition in, eat well, all that stuff. So I feel good for the bullshit I'm about to throw into my body for a couple of days. So anywho, we pull up to my buddy's house where we're meeting, and it's kind of on the way to Galena, right? So we pull up there, and my buddy who's bringing the Sprinter van, he's like, he's a little late. He's trying to get the van. So me and my homie, we're just playing some video games in his basement, playing Gran Turismo, Rocket League, dude. We're just, just like old times, just kicking it. And then, so we do that. We're kind of taking turns trying to get the best score, and then we're playing Rocket League against each other and shit. And then my boy pulls up, right? So, had low expectations. I was like, maybe this dude won't even pull up with the van. We'll just drive in 2 cars, 3 cars, whatever it is, right? So he pulls up in a brand new Sprinter van, like Mercedes Sprinter. And I was like, wow, it was a nice van, bro. And it was actually surprisingly easy to drive, man. I actually really liked it because you're like really high up. And when I came back home and got in my car, I felt like I was like on the ground in my Honda Accord, So anyway, he came through on that big time. So, we hop in, we start driving, dude. So we just move along. And we're just like catching up, man. We haven't seen each other in a little while. So we're just having a good time, like laughing, joking, shitting around, dude. Just doing the usual fuckboy shit, man. Just having a good ass time with it. And we're once you get past a certain point, man, like the drive is actually very beautiful. You kind of get off a highway and you're kind of on a back road, and there's just rolling hills, and it's the sunset, so it's just absolutely gorgeous. You know what I mean? So then we get to Galena. We check into our Airbnb. It's a nice little quaint Airbnb on Eagle Ridge Resort, which is a golf resort. It's a spa and golf resort, but they have like 3 18-hole courses and a 9-hole course. So it really fun, man. Amazing resort, perfect, like really well kept. You know what I mean? All that stuff. So I was like, just elated at the place we got. It was modern in a lot of ways, outdated in a lot of ways too. But for us, it's all good. Two big beds and 1 big pull-out couch. So we all had our own sleeping space, which is awesome. The only weird thing was one of the bathrooms didn't have like a shower head. It just had like a big ass tub with like one of those connected like handheld shower heads, which I thought was weird. There was no shower curtain, so we all ended up just kind of showering, not together, but in one bathroom. So it was interesting little conundrum there, but no big deal. We made it work, right? So anyway, we get there. So we're hungry as fuck, right? We were like, maybe we'll stop along the way, but there was this restaurant we were trying to check out, and it was called Tap House Galena, right? And I had the best oysters I've ever had in my life, man. Like it was not like Oysters Rockefeller or just straight up oysters. Like it had like some chopped diced tomatoes, diced onions, cilantro, all with some lemon juice, and I got a burger with it that was just cooked to perfection. And the restaurant itself was so eclectic, man. Like all the tables were like, they had pictures of like Meryl Streep and all these other women in like their bra and panties and stuff, just like on the table, and then there was like a glass over it. So it was like all these Polaroids and stuff. And it was all like women empowerment in there, which I thought was really great. Really amazing waitresses. They just kind of mom you, which I love. So, we did that and went back and knocked out. And so the next morning we get up, we get some breakfast in, and just something light, right? Nothing major, just like coffee and, like a little like Cliff Bar snack, protein bar. And then we'll find something after we play. So we get to the course. First course is called Bunker Hill. Amazing course, just really well kept, really beautiful, but extremely hilly. So you'll read the reviews and like, this is a smaller course, and it is, right, as far as like distance to the hole. But there's still par 4s, par 5s, par 3s all along. And the thing about that makes it challenging is you're on a hill. So like pretty much every shot you're hitting like at an angle, which is, golf is already tough, right? So you're hitting at an angle, but it was one of the most beautiful, unique courses I've ever played in my life. And we had so much fun. The first couple of holes, right? They didn't have a range. So you're warming up on the first couple of holes. So we had a little bit of a tough time, just with the first hole or two. And then we started getting to stride. And I'm still processing how great the weekend was just in general, but I'm also processing how well we played, right? Like, we've only been playing golf for a couple of months. Granted, I've been going like a couple of times a week, so I'm learning quickly, but we played par and bogey golf. And for those of you that don't know what that is, right? It's, when you play golf, right? If there's a par 5, it should take you 5 strokes to get into the hole, right? And so if you get to the hole in 5 strokes, you have parred it, right? If you go 1 stroke above, it's bogey. So we were playing par and bogey golf the entire time, and that, to me, I can put my stamp on that. I'm proud of that, because we're new to golf, and I think parring is impressive at any state, And then once you get into, I just fucking burped, my fault on that, but once you get to like a different level of golf, then you start like going under par, like birdies, eagles, and that stuff. But that's gonna be a little while for us, dog. But I'll have a surprise for that ass later. So anyway, so when getting into this trip, right, we were like, okay, we want to play good golf, but we want to get one birdie. Okay, so we'll tie this up at the end. So that was our goal for the trip, to get one birdie and play par and bogey golf. So the two par and bogey golf goal, we had achieved that. So anyway, so we're playing this course, and it was funny because it's like wet in the morning, right? There's dew out there, and there's this one hole that's like a steep like slope, and then you have to go over it to get to the hole. And so I kind of hit my ball a little bit to the left, and we're going to get it, but we're going down this hill, and we try to stop, and we start spinning off, dude. We start spinning because of the water. It's like wet, I'm just sitting in the car chilling. I'm like, dude, whatever happens now, we're sliding down the hill, man. Spinning in circles. And my other buddy who's in his cart alone is just watching us like, what the fuck, But we're spinning in circles, sliding down this thing, and we can see my ball, right? My buddy gets flinged out of the cart, and I'm just sitting there like, relax. I'm like, all right, whatever happens, I just put my foot on the brake. I'm like, whatever happens now, I'm just gonna fucking accept it. And then, so I told him like, slow down going on this hill, but you know how it is when you start drinking, get the Bloody Marys going, get some gin and sodas going, like we're fucking turned up, dude. So anyway, and so what ends up happening is like, so we stop pretty much right in front of my ball, but he like whiplashes my ball into the forest because of the car sliding. And I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll just get another one. So that was kind of a near injury moment, but I was like, fuck it, man. We just have to ride it out now. So nothing happened. We were good. Threw the ball back on the fairway and just fucking knocked that bitch home. There were some amazing par 3s. Like, what happened was we would get on the green, and one of our goals is 2-putt versus 3-putt, and we pretty much hit that throughout the day, or throughout the weekend. But we couldn't get the birdies, man. We couldn't get the birdies on the par 3s. We were just parring. We were hitting some great shots. I was definitely like connecting with like my driver, my irons, and my wedges, and I was putting well too. So I was really happy about that. And we came out of that course just like feeling great, charged up, man. It was awesome. And one thing I love about us, like we play best ball. So basically you play from the person who hit the best, right? So you have this camaraderie about you, right? And that's what I love about us, man. We just like have this camaraderie. We make golf a team sport. We want to play it together, And so essentially, like for example, like from small micro to macro like efforts, right? So if somebody is, their ball is over on the left and mine's over on the right, I'll go drop them off, take your club, hit from over there. I'll go grab mine, and then I'll come pick you up after you hit, right? So we're planning out the logistics for each other, right? And if someone kind of whiffed a shot, I would, and they'd be like, no, I don't want to hit another. I'd be like, dude, hit another one, bro. Like just reset and hit another one. And so we're like constantly like giving each other confidence. And one thing I would do a lot is if I felt like one of my homies wasn't like hitting well, I'd go into my bag and grab the nicest ball I had, and I'd give it to him, like, hit with this one, dude. And then that 9 out of 10 times that would work, right? Something clicks, and then he's like, he has that one ball for like 8 or 9 holes, and then you'll lose it eventually, right? Over a water trap or some shit like that. And but it works for a little bit, gets you back into the swing of things. So we're trying to support each other. We're not competing with each other, which is really nice. So anyway, we wrapped that course up. And that Bunker Hill is in Dubuque, Iowa, which is like 20-30 minutes away from Galena. And it was a beautiful course. Once everyone like figured out that we were just fuckboying it up, they loved us, man. We were just like the celebrities on the course, like all the groundskeepers were talking to us, the people at the bar were talking to us, like everyone just wanted to hear how we were doing, which I loved. So anywho, so then we leave that course, 18 holes, 3 or 4 hours on that, and then we go get some food in Dubuque, Iowa, and I forget the name of the spot, but I got this turkey BLT, which was like a monster sandwich, and it was absolutely what we needed, right? Just carbs, meat, all that stuff. Got some coffee in me, lattes, and we're fucking rejuvenated, right? So then we go home, chill out for a second, smoke up a little bit, you know what I mean? I get the drone out, we're clowning around a little bit, and then we go to our 9-hole course for the evening, which is called the Eagle Ridge Resort East 9, the East course. So it's 9 holes. Amazing, the best course I've ever been on, bro. Beautiful, like well-kept secret. You got hills, you got bends. It's just absolutely amazing, dude. There's no words to describe how pristine the course was. So we do our first 9 on there, and we're just having a great time. It's hot, but we're like fucked up, man. We're just like, let's fucking go. Like we're turned up, right? And we're just like supporting each other, chest bumping, all that fucking bro shit, dude. We're just having a great ass time. And one thing I love about golf is like I put my phone away the entire time. So for like 8 to 10 hours a day, I did not have my phone on me. And dude, that's what I'm telling you about. Like golf is so much more than just golf. It's like a spiritual experience. You're just out in nature. It's not like normal nature, right? Because it's like well-kept grass and all that stuff, but you're immersed in it. And I'm like, my phone's away. My music is just like light, and we're just like out there doing it, and I absolutely love that. And so, golf, people who get really intense about golf, that's fine. That's one thing. Maybe I'll get there. I hope not. But, it's more about just being outside with your homies, being calm, getting your breath control right, staying focused while doing something lighthearted, and low impact. So just a great way to connect with them. I've been seeing my friends so much since I started golfing, and I absolutely love it. So anywho, there's that. So we wrap that course up, and on the way back, it's a 9. So it's like been 2.5 hours, right? And we come back, and it's like 6 o'clock, and we go to the groundskeeper, and he's like, dude, can we just play this course again? And he's like, dude, go right now. And so the front head dude doesn't see you. And so we like passed a couple of holes, and then we realized there's a huge backup on the course, right? So we're like, man, we should just go back to the first hole and play, right? Like they might have left. And so now we have to go backwards on the course, right? And you normally don't do that. So we kept just telling everybody, oh guys, we forgot one of our clubs on the first hole. And everyone's like, no worries, boys. You guys are having a great time. Go get that club. And we're like, yeah, we'll go get it. Then it's like everyone was so supportive of us, which was great. So we start the course over again. So we played 2 18s that day, right? So we're at 36 holes. We come back and we go to a steakhouse at night. Log Cabin Steakhouse in downtown Galena. Best steaks ever, dude. We each got a different steak and kind of just split it all up. The service was great. Everyone was nice to us. Got some wine, and then we went back home, watched some Planet Earth, got stoned as fuck, passed out. So then we wake up again the next morning and we play a course, and we go. And I'm hungover, dude. So I'm like, today, bro, I'm going easy on the drinking, man. Really didn't drink too much. I was like, I'm just gonna smoke weed today, bro. And leave it at that, because I had, like, you're in the heat all day, and like I'm a little hungover. I'm trying to hydrate, man. So immediately we get to this course called Woodbine Bend. One of the most beautiful courses I've ever been on. It feels like you're in heaven, dude. Honestly, it's like wide open greens, well kept. It was amazing. It was one of the more packed courses we went to, but dude, Gotta go to that course, Woodbine Bend. So anywho, we get there right away. I'm like, everyone gets a Gatorade, everyone gets some Nature Valley bars. We just smash that shit up, get hydrated, get ready to go. And again, they don't have a range. They say got like a little chipping green, putting green. So we're, the first couple of holes are a little shitty. Always, if there's not a range, the first couple of holes are gonna be dookie poo. So, we get there and, first couple of holes, like I said, tough, but we get into the swing of things like right away. And we're trying to tell each other kind of, hey, just like focus up, get it right, and then we do, right? We finally get it right. But that was probably our worst course. Like we bogeyed more than we parred on that course. Which is okay. We're a little hungover, a little tough, sore, dude. Like we're sprinting on the courses, trying to get each other's balls. We were fucked up the day before, jumping, so our bodies are just a little sore. So we run the first 9. We go back to the clubhouse to get a drink and get a hot dog. And there's something particularly funny about 3 dudes just sitting there eating a dick-shaped food, and we're just sitting there not talking because we're so hungry. I'm just fucking deep throating these hot dogs. And anyway, so there's that. And then we're a little turned. So I'm reversing my car down the course, my car, and it's everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm just I'm fucking around, dude, relax. So then the back 9 were great. There was this group behind us that were also just fuck boys like ourselves, and they're just shitty at golf, and they're just, being funny, man. So it was great. And we wrapped that course up. We slide over to this spot in in Galena, and we get I got a Reuben sandwich, best Reuben sandwich ever, bro. Had this Thousand Island sauerkraut on it, and I was about that life, dude. It was so good. Got some lattes, coffees on the way out. Got a little pastry as a dessert. We went back home, chilled for a second, again, toke up a little bit, just kind of slow down, have some fun, chat it out, and then we're just ready to go. Change the golf fit, put a new polo on, new shorts on, let's go. We went back to the same Eagle Ridge East 9. Now we had a later tee time, right? And what's crazy about that course is it's so bougie, bro. I'm not used to people doing my administrative shit for me. So when we pull up to the course, they come to you and they unload your clubs, they set up your cart, and afterwards they clean your clubs and put it back in the car for you. And then I'm always yo, I can do this. And they're like, that's a little unorthodox, buddy. And I'm like, dude, I'm just not used to people doing this shit for me, I guess. You know what I mean? So anywho, they were really nice about it. But so we did go around once and we played really well, and just the same course, but it was super fucking fun. And we come back and we go, yo, can we play this course again? And they go, actually, the course is closed. And I'm like, I got you guys, to get it. So then we called this other course. And so we played 18 plus 9 again. So we call this course Galena Golf Course, public course. We're like, yo, dude, can we get that last tee time? They're like, you can have our last 6:39 tee time. And they were super cool because they closed. They were just go return the carts and leave the keys in the drop box. So we're boom, my buddy calls, I'm routing it. My other buddy's driving. So we're in mode, we're ready to go. So we play this course, and there's this family in front of us, and we're the last tee time, so there's nobody behind us. So we have the course to ourselves, and we just wait for that family to get a few holes ahead, do the damn thing. That course is another hilly course, super fun course, right? So we're making our way through. We're playing super well, par golf. For the second 2 9s, we played better pars than bogeys, so it was nice. And then so we get to hole 8 out of 9, right? The second to last hole. And so I pull up par 3, 150 yards away. I pull up, I just first off the tee, and I get my hybrid out, because if I pull out my hybrid club, I know I'm not going to hit hard because it's a longer club. So I'm just I need to focus on not hitting hard and getting my form right. So I go up there, and I always say, I was telling us, whenever we were in a funk, we would look at each other and we would go, who gives a shit? Right? Just hit the ball. Who cares? Who cares how far it goes or how good the hit is? Who gives a shit? And that type of mentality really helps in golf, because if you think too much, you're going to fuck up. So anyway, I go up, put my ball on the tee, just make sure to measure it up, kind of do a little bit of a ritual that I do. And then I go up, smack that bitch. It fucking lands right by the pin, within with 2 or 3 feet. And we're dude, we look at each other. We're dude, this could be the fucking birdie. This could be the fucking birdie. So we pull up to the hole, and I'm trying to be bug. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then my buddy looks at me, he's like, nope, be serious. Because we had a birdie opportunity the day before, and we just we're fucking around too hard, and we missed the putt. It was a short little putt that we missed, right? So anywho, he's like, no, dude, be serious. So I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. It's my ball. I'm going to go hit it first. So I'm like measuring it up, like looking at it. I go up, take a deep breath, quick little dink. It goes in. I go, birdie, boys. So we waited out of the 72 holes that we played. We waited till the 71st to get that birdie. And we were fucking bucking, dude. We were jumping around, screaming. It was crazy. I could not believe it, man. It's like, it was such a spiritual, like fucking crazy experience, man. So we did that and it was just like absolutely amazing. And we were like, goal achieved, man. Just so much fucking fun. Voice cracked, cause I'm a bitch boy. But anyway, so we wrap up the last hole, play it well, par it up, you know, and then we go to that tap house again to celebrate, get some oysters, some burgers, some calamari, come back home, fucking power smoke a few joints, watch Planet Earth, and pass the fuck out, right? And that concludes the golf trip. 72 holes over 2 days. It's nothing but fun, good energy, man. It was amazing. So then the next morning we wake up, we're all like, dude, you could tell everyone's tired, man. Every morning we'd get up around 5:30 and get ready for the day. And I think the heat and just being out all day, the tiredness was catching up. I got up first at like 6. Everyone else was fucking passed out. So I get everyone up, and I'm like, yo, we should probably like start trying to get going. You know what I mean? We'll stop at a gas station, grab a power bar or something, because I got to go to this home inspection at noon. So we dip out, we get going, we're chatting, having a good time, reflecting on the trip, catching up with each other, man. It's just such a beautiful time. You know, we don't get to see each other often, but it's, you know, we make the most of it. We pick right back up. So anywho, that kind of concludes the trip, man. We just had a blast. Absolutely loved it, you know. Definitely lost a lot of golf balls, but that's part of it, man. So just feeling blessed to be able to do these types of things with my homies, bro. It's like so much fun. And looking forward to the next one, bro. We just scraped the surface of all the golf trips we can go on. So other than that, my brothers, my sisters, my peephole, I'll leave you right there. Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Feel free to leave me any feedback. And remember, only positivity. Thanks, y'all.